if I wanted something for Bam, if I needed something from Bam, he would give it to me. Even after the situation that happened with the meeting, we had the meeting. I wasn't feeling too good or whatever the case may be. He sent me some herbs. I had to take one of my dogs to the vet, emergency operation. He Western Union me some money. Anything that I ever needed from Bam, see, don't get it messed up. Bam is a serial predator. But at the same time,
YouTube. What's the righteous word? It's your boy Gangland Neem, aka Neiman. I before the E. Golly, I don't know y'all. Remember that. And we back with another video. So I did a few videos on Hassan Campbell. I've been doing videos on Hassan Campbell since I first started my channel, right? And he was always a funny character to me. I looked into things he had going on, the whole Afrika Bambaataa stuff. I felt remorse for him, right? I felt like, damn, how could another man do a young man or a child like that and he still be walking around here? I look at the way that Hassan Campbell behaves just generally, you know what I'm saying, as a grown man with kids of his own. And to me, that shit is like displaced trauma. You know, everybody make jokes about this, that, and the other, and he got thawed and all that. That's cool, right? But at the end of the day, like, y'all do realize that, like, none of that's okay, right? Y'all do realize that a whole man is walking around here who's been assaulting underage boys for years, right? Somebody that it seems like everybody knew about in some way or another, but just didn't say anything. And that's just weird to me, especially in our culture of hip hop and all that. It's like, since when is that kind of stuff okay? Like, okay, we glorify the shooting, degrading the women and this, that, and that, but since when was that cool? Somebody tell me. But if this is your first time to the channel, please like, subscribe, comment, and share, please, and thank you. We need that for the algorithm. If you could go to the top of the page, smash that Instagram link, follow me on Instagram, shoot me any content y'all want me to react to there. Also, join up in the Discord. Good people, positive vibes all the time. I can't tell y'all that enough. Also, go to that TikTok link, follow me over there for any content I post that way. But what we're going to do is we're going to get into this story about Hassan. Now, y'all, I'm going to tell y'all right now, y'all put in the comments how y'all feel in the video overall, that, do it up. But I'm going to just tell you, I saw this video and I was like, whoa. Now, Hassan composed a video with a bunch of different clips of people who they know what was going on, but wasn't saying nothing for this reason or that reason. Who is Afrika Bambaataa? I'm talking about not like the hip hop guy. Who is the man Afrika Bambaataa? You know what I'm saying? And what kind of stuff do he got going on to where all these other grown men was aware of this, but didn't say nothing? It's a clip in here where even somebody from the Zulu Nation said they walked in on bro with a young man and they whooped his feet. But this isn't stuff we just hear all the time. No, but why nobody making a big deal about this? So I am. But we gonna get into this content real quick, you know what I'm saying? I want y'all to just watch this. It's interesting to me. You see these different clips and this, that, and the other. Try not to think about Hassan's goofy face. Try to think about the information that he's relaying. Try to think about these clips he have in the video. Don't think about his goofy face, his goofy antic. Hit him in the rib with the... Don't think about any of that. Just pay attention to the information. Shout out to my good people out there, man.
When this story with Afrika Bambaataa, I got a question, right? Where were all you social media outlets when this story with Afrika Bambaataa first broke?
Facts, real quick. I just want to say that because I ain't hear nothing from none of these outlets. Nowhere. I didn't, bro. Not New York, not LA, not Chicago. Nowhere. I didn't hear about this, bro. Straight up.
I don't recall all you dudes being around. I'm sorry, I don't. Now all of a sudden I could give you 20 million reasons. 20 million reasons why all of a sudden everybody is speaking on the Afrika Bambaataa situation. Since when? Since when? I've been sitting up here fighting this fight for 8 years straight, 9 years. It started out, I came out in 2015. Ron Savage came out in 2016. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. That's actually 9 years. It's been 9 years of me telling consistency of my story. And where was you other media platforms at? Y'all was nowhere to be found. Now all of a sudden, Ron Savage been backstepping. But all of a sudden now, y'all want to sit up there and y'all want to clear the air and clear Afrika Bambaataa's name. First and foremost, in the beginning, for years straight, Afrika Bambaataa lawyered up. The first thing he did was lawyer up. He ran to lawyers. Nobody was pursuing a case. I made it clear in the beginning. I was a street nigga. I was never, ever going to court. I made that shit clear. I wanted the world to know who he was, the bottom line to that. Now, years later, after Ron Savage decided to be marching and crying all over the news and marching with the Child Victims Act, Layla Wills hooked me up with a lawyer. I didn't know the same lawyer was dealing with Ron Savage. So after Ron Savage sabotaged the story, the lawyer threw it out. So that was my opportunity of me going to court on Afrika Bambaataa. But let's take it way back.
You know, we have to stop there for a second, Hassan. We have to stop there for a second because you just said you was a street nigga, right? And you would never, ever go to court, take a stand, anything like that. But then Ron Savage lawyered up and you was going to tag team on that. This is the problem people be having with you, son. Now, we here for a different reason, but I have to point things like that out. So I'd be wrong if I didn't. You know what I'm saying? You just said that you was a street. You would never, ever. You just wanted to get your story out. But Ron Savage was about to get a bag, or you thought he was about to get a bag. So you was going to hop on that. Then he tainted all y'all shit. Now nobody gets nothing. And this nigga just stomping around New York. Afrika Bambaataa all stomping around New York. That's crazy.
Afrika Bambaataa said these people are lying on him, right? Lying on him. Particularly Ron Savage. Both of them got on the news. Afrika Bambaataa made it clear that he didn't even know Ron Savage or never even met him. Out of nowhere comes Lord Jamar to the rescue. Shout out to Lord Jamar for being stand-up. Lord Jamar, let me ask you a question. How do you feel now that you put your life at risk and could have been going to war? Because you know back in the days, the Zulu Nation was the mighty Zulu Nation. You put yourself at risk for Ron Savage. And Lord Jamar, I would love to hear your response to this. You put yourself at risk for Ron Savage to turn around and backpedal on Afrika Bambaataa. But remember in the beginning, when Ron Savage came out, I flipped on Ron Savage because I seen the play from the beginning. I know how the Zulu Nation work. I seen the play. But everybody told me I was wrong when I said I was going to bust son head to the white meat. No, Hash, you wrong. So I said, you know what? All right, I'm going to listen to these people. I hooked up with Ron Savage and backed his story.
This could have been our grandmother.
That's right. Free.
We are here today because we understand that.
And shame on you for this. I'm going to just say, shame on you for this. You should have continued your haul. See, that's the thing with niggas. Everybody want to click up. Everybody want to click up instead of doing they due diligence. You know what I'm saying? All that click up shit, that's out. Just be real with y'all, because this type of shit happens.
If we do not unite, then they're going to keep killing us.
That's right.
If they don't see us unified and uniform, they're going to start killing us.
That's right.
If we don't mobilize and utilize our power in mobilization and in unity, they will continue to kill us and think that we like it.
That's right.
If you are silent about your pain, they will kill you and think that you like it.
That's right.
So we made a play.
Serial killer face all in the camera. What's going on, gang?
We made a decision.
Now this is why I tell people, never ever go against your gut feeling. When your gut is telling you something, don't listen to people.
Facts.
Because now, 8-9 years later, Ron Savage is reunited and it feels so good. He's outside in the hood taking pictures with Afrika Bambaataa. But let me ask you a question, right?
Also want to address this too. Y'all saw in the beginning of the video that clip I played, and at the end of that clip was a photo with Hassan and Afrika Bambaataa. Now a lot of people was telling me about that in my last video, like, oh, he was linking he was taking pictures with bro, hugging bro, whoop, whoop, whoop. From what I've heard, my research, that was like a meeting set up for whatever reason. Again, I can't tell this man how to handle his trauma, you know what I'm saying, his abuse, right? But I guess there was some meeting that was called or whatever. They wanted Hassan to sit down with bro and, you know what I'm saying, maybe they could talk. I don't know. But it was some meeting, and that's what that photo is from. A lot of people were saying like, oh, he was still hanging out with him and this, that, and the other. That isn't the truth. Just thought I would throw that out there.
Let's get deep with this, right? To everybody that's watching, let me ask y'all a question. If a man accused you of what Ron Savage accused Afrika Bambaataa of doing, would y'all ever take a picture with him again? Who in their right mind would stand next to a man that destroyed the Zulu Nation? Inquiring minds want to know why would he stand next to a man, a grown man at that just came out of nowhere and lied on Afrika Bambaataa. Afrika Bambaataa said in the beginning he didn't even know Ron Savage. The lie detector, the test determined that was a lie. Then let's go back to the tapes, right? We gonna forget about the tapes with Mr. Biggs and Mickey Benson with Mr. Biggs.
Pay attention.
The founder of the Zulu Nation, also Soul Sonic Force member, was on the phone offering Ron Savage $100,000. Not to put out any more evidence on Afrika Bambaataa. We gonna forget that. See, what y'all gotta understand is, right? Oh, let's not forget Brother T. We not gonna talk about Brother T.
Yo, pay attention to this, because this was something to me. Pay attention to Brother T. I'm gonna get myself off the screen real quick. Pay attention to what's being said and all that, and it's just like niggas just kicking back, kicking cack, being boo. You know what I'm saying? All this going on, you feel me? And niggas just kicking cack, being boo, smoking cigars, sipping drinks, laughing and joking. Pay attention.
About Brother T.
I never heard. Put them niggas on blast. I'm about to blow whistle out and shit. I never heard about him being a. I heard him get. I heard he was gay. We heard the gay shit. I heard he was gay since 1970. That's what we're saying. But I've never heard it, but we didn't know. I heard he was gay since 1970. And the thing was, let me tell you. You used to be in the house room, didn't you? Nigga, please. Don't fucking try it.
Let me make this clear for the 80s. All right, I was a young kid. My older brother was running.
Nah, what happened in that room with Bam, man? What happened in that room?
That's what
Get his what?
a little kid. I don't get 16. He got.
Everybody got kicked out of Brazil.
I know about it. I know about it. I made phone calls down there.
He bought his way out of that.
Hey, phone calls down there, and I'll get to that. I'll get to that. Got people in the UK. But let me get this.
Now I'm gonna be real with y'all. Like I said, you saw that right there. That was people part of the Zulu Nation or whatever, and I guess Hassan was there. They was at a round table and they discussing all this stuff, and it's like they doing it on camera, but these are a bunch of grown men who knew what was going on. My boy with the Heineken, whatever he was sipping on, my boy said, we walked in on him with an underage boy doing the and we beat the dog out of him. That's what he's saying right there. But why isn't shit like this blasted across every network, everything, bro? This is weird to me. Why are we protecting this dude? again, y'all can feel how y'all want to feel about Hassan Campbell, but for me, it's just weird. I'm hearing too much about this, and it's just like, bro, just floating around. He just big stomping in New York. That's weird. That's weird. I don't care what you did for hip-hop. I don't even know what Champ did for hip-hop. Respectfully, call me ignorant. I don't know nothing about Afrika Bambaataa and the Zulu Nation, except they name and a few little artists or whatever from the time, but I don't know nothing about them like that, to where I feel, oh, he got to be protected. After all these egregious allegations that everybody seemed to be substantiating low-key, you feel me? Behind closed doors, they talking about this, but nobody's putting it on Front Street except for this nigga. You know what I'm saying? That's nasty work. I'm going to just be real. Let's continue.
One of the Zulu Nation chapter leaders who walked in a room and caught Afrika Bambaataa with an underage boy named Raheem and put the beats on Afrika Bambaataa. We're going to forget about that. We're going to forget about the meeting with the Black Spades who sat down and put Afrika Bambaataa on blast. We're going to forget about all this. Or we're going to forget about how the head of the Connecticut chapter and one of the founders of the Zulu Nation, TC Islam, came out and said they did their own investigation and made it clear. TC Islam made it clear.
And this what I mean, bro. Y'all could say whatever y'all want about Hassan. Let's talk about Bambaataa. That's what I want to talk about. Cool. He's a weirdo to y'all. Cool. I feel the same way a lot of times, right? But what about this dude who was doing all this weird shit? What about him? You niggas seem to be more outraged about who Hassan is and him going through whatever he went through than you are about the man who did all this. I'm just confused. Let's continue.
Hold up, dude. You mean to tell me you that much of a Bambaataa groupie boy fan that, yo, all the money is going in his name, your dues, everything it goes to him, and y'all broke sleeping on couches? Are you stupid? And you putting cats in taxi rides to your home? So when we started internal affairing, the Zulu Nation 15 years ago, and the first one we internal affair was Afrika Bambaataa. Because see, if I would have came out in the 90s saying I have suspicions that Bambaataa little boys up in the nation, I would have been dead because it's zealotism.
That if he would have said something back in the days on Afrika Bambaataa, he would have got his TV turned off, his snot box rocked. They would have hit him in the head with the headshot.
I hate that shit so much. When he do that, I hate that, y'all. I ain't even gonna lie, y'all. I think that is the most annoying shit ever, y'all. Hit him in the. That shit lame, y'all.
Which means that back in the days when the Zulu Nation was at its strongest peak, Afrika Bambaataa didn't have to worry about that because he had warriors inside the Zulu Nation that was going to die to protect his secret. This is why people didn't come out and talk about him.
Shame on them niggas, too. Straight up. Shame on them niggas, too.
And they still remain silent. I remember my son telling me, yo, brother, I couldn't go up against that. The brothers was too strong. That's why, and this was my number one beef. Well, shout out to my son because this wasn't his fight. It was my fight. This was my number one beef with my son.
What up, people? They see me up in this hospital bed. So right now they're about to take this bullet out. Got a miserable night sleeping in this hospital, boy. Back's looking crazy. Face looking nasty. Face need to shape up. But I'm still alive. I'm still alive. Oh, man.
Yo, a lot of people try to act like he didn't get shot either. You know what I'm saying? A lot of this shit be smoke and mirrors and all that, but bro got shot. Everybody talk about, hey, there's no this and there's no that and there's no this and there's no that. He got shot. He was out there woofing, talking about this, that, and the other, having a whole meltdown and got shot. Yes, he did get shot. Pay attention.
checkmate to sleep here all night.
This is a bit weird. Just a bit weird. I'll be honest.
So this is the bullet that got me right here. Piece of cake.
Now, I've been shot before. You don't got to call the cops and this, that, and the other, right? So when you get shot, cops pull up. It's a crime. You understand me? He showed you that bullet right there, and you saw the officer standing right in front of him with that manila envelope, because he's going to put that in that envelope for evidence. Hassan was shot. Y'all got to pay attention to what's going on here. I feel like everybody trying to neglect the fact that this dude's walking around being a whole predator. You know what I'm saying? And ain't nobody saying nothing about it. We rather kick Hassan back in about the things he do. Niggas' priorities is mixy. Y'all priorities is mixy. You got all these different people who said, hey, yo, he was doing this. I couldn't stand up to him. I would have got killed. Or, man, they was just so powerful. But nobody's saying nothing. It's years later and still nobody is saying anything. I could have sworn this nigga was just inducted to the Hip Hop Hall of Fame or had a performance at a museum. Some shit. He should be hiding, if you ask me. He shouldn't even be walking around nowhere. But that's how empowered he is by all the silence. Just saying, this shit weird to me.
Wasn't his fight. This was my #1 beef with the whole hip-hop community, why I flipped on every rapper because everybody stood silent. Nobody wouldn't even speak. So when I sat up there and I cried my cries, even went out the Bronx River and got clapped, telling my story, y'all got the audacity to sit up there? Y'all really gonna sit up there? And now y'all want to sit up there and say, I mean, yeah, of course, I'm not mad because y'all saying he flip-flop. But at the same time, y'all forgetting that there's more victims. Y'all also forgetting and overlooking the fact that there is somebody that's going to court that's taking him to court right now. Afrika Bambaataa is missing in action. Why y'all don't ask Afrika Bambaataa in the Zulu Nation why he has not reported to court the answer to the John Doe that's telling on him right now? Or are we going to sit up there and forget that the Zulu Nation did their own investigation after I came out on Afrika Bambaataa? Some other members came out on Afrika Bambaataa as well, and then y'all gonna act like y'all didn't see the tape where Afrika Bambaataa was made to step down after he admitted to what he did to me. Ain't no ifs, ands, and buts about it. Let's stop trying to take this situation and turn child victims into homosexuals. Let's stop with you jealous ass niggas and you jealous hip hop uncensored. You niggas is suckers. You straight suckers, cause y'all can see everything ain't nothing about me and stop playing games. See, the problem is in the black community that most of the black men are the ones that touch the little girls and the little boys. So this is why y'all play game. Y'all play the he liked it game, or she liked it, because y'all can't understand why the children will go back. The children will go back because there is nowhere else to go.
Straight up, I definitely second what he's saying. Everybody act like every instance is just like, oh, people just, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, yeah, they liked it and this, that, and the other. Like, yo, stop, bro. Abuse is a serious thing, especially when you're dealing with people, youngsters, who mind not fully developed, bro. Come on, y'all know how this going. In any other instance, watch your head. In any other instance, you know what I'm saying? We'll be like, hey, kids, this is not okay. You know what I'm saying? Kids aren't mature enough. But when it comes to this, we want to be like, well, they kept going back. That's crazy. That's crazy.
We live amongst the predators, and it's more than one in the community. Stop playing mind games or go educate yourself. But don't disrespect no victims, you sucker ass niggas. Man, cause a nigga done came up and outshined you niggas. You niggas damn near got 1 million subscribers and nobody even know y'all fucking name. Yeah, I can see why y'all throwing shade. But it is what it is though. It's clear as day. At the end of the day, there's a whole documentary with witnesses and people who spoke out against Afrika Bambaataa. And now because one witness flip-flopped, we gonna act like Lord Sharif didn't get up on Star's platform? And when Lord Sharif got up on Star's platform, he broke down how he tried to take Afrika Bambaataa down because he walked in and seen Afrika Bambaataa. Matter of fact, he even talked about how Afrika Bambaataa was in high school. They used to go, he went back to the days of high school and Afrika Bambaataa going to the junior high school to collect little boys. Stop playing with me.
What?
Y'all sitting up there running around trying to protect the predator. But then again, let's take it back to when Khalil Wamani said he did the story of, which I was there for. I was in the hospital when Afrika Bambaataa got stabbed by a new victim. This is one of the seeds that sparked all this shit. When that young boy woke up in a room with Afrika Bambaataa molly-whopping him, and he went into the kitchen and he got a knife because the little boy was a little bit older. And he was old enough to know that that nigga just violated him. He went in that kitchen and he got that knife and stabbed Ahmed, the manager / roommate, co-founder of the Zulu Nation in Afrika Bambaataa. Let's stop playing. There's too much evidence out there that it don't have to go to court.
Facts, bro. And this is why I'm so puzzled. Again, I'm doing this for me. This is just for me because I feel like I want to talk about this because ain't nobody else talking about it. Niggas talk about, hey, niggas from New York need to come over here to L.A. to slide on Pop Smoke's killers and all kind of shit. Meanwhile, y'all got top predator just walking around out there. He done violated, who knows if he's still violating young boys and all that, all these different situations that people know of where he's violated, and he just walking around out there. But you niggas trying to summon niggas from the East Coast to come out here and do some shit to some niggas out here. But when y'all got, that's crazy. Am I tripping though? Am I tripping? Niggas want to get Pop Smoke, 18 year old, this kid 20, this is a kid when this shit happened. I believe he was like 16 or something when this happened. Y'all want niggas from New York to fly over here to LA to slide on that nigga. But it's a predator amongst you right now and ain't nobody doing a fucking thing about it. Not only ain't nobody doing nothing about it, y'all not even talking about it. Come on, bro, make that shit make sense for me.
Now, all of a sudden, we got to wait for a white man to rule over what goes on in our community instead of us judging what goes on in our community ourselves. This is why we won't never amount to be shit as a community. Because the reality of it is, we don't have to send that man to jail. All we got to do is turn our back on him and exile him out of the hip-hop community.
Facts.
But I can see why B. Stinger decided to turn the other cheek. First and foremost, B. Stinger's like the little, like the little Dorf in the movie 300. He wasn't accepted. He got a tick. He's mentally retarded. He goes to a psychologist, and I'm not saying this to diss him. So when you find yourself, you ain't got no woman wants you, you ain't got no friends, and the only friends that you can return back to is the house that Afrika Bambaataa built.
Ugh.
And they'll let him sell some T-shirts in the hip-hop museum, another house that Afrika Bambaataa built, who's already got $20 million in donations. Y'all can't see why he flip-flopped? You gonna tell me a nigga that got curtains in his kitchen, he got sheets in the window in his kitchen instead of curtains, you gonna tell me what that's what like, and he stays saying, I stole his story, I stole his life? There's more victims than you, my nigga. I came out before you.
Pause.
You just was smart enough and knew how to go through the mainstream media and get on the news. I came out on Facebook. You came out on the news, but you came out for nothing.
Pause.
And now you just want all of this stuff to go away because you volunteered to lay down with that monster. Or did you? Because I got the audio of Mickey Benson telling you that you wanted it. And you crying saying, no, I didn't. I was a child. You even went into the story about how Bam made you go down on your brother, on your sister's boyfriend, Daron. Daron, let me ask you a question. How do you feel?
Pause.
That your family, the Zulu Nation, a family that you helped to build, is now running around with a dude that slandered your name all over the internet, and it's just all good now. You cool with that, Daron? Daron, you cool with that? He done sat up there and turned you into a straight homosexual all over the internet. Dyrone, you cool with that? Biggs, you cool with that too? Or you niggas will do anything for the love of money? It is what it is. Stay tuned to part 2, man. I am not done. I got plenty of receipts. I am not done. See, what we not gonna do is, and shout out to John Doe. Shout out to John Doe waiting to go to court on Afrika Bambaataa, who's a no-show. It is what it is. But then again, the way I feel right now, I wouldn't even be surprised if John Doe is another Afrika Bambaataa plant just to make everybody else look like a liar. You got to expect the unexpected now. It is what it is, man. Y'all hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that subscribe button.
And not stop, but again, like I said, this wasn't so much about bro, but you know, the stuff that he had in this video and the story that he telling. Again, I find it really, really problematic that ain't nobody talking about this. I'm gonna be real, nigga. Jay-Z, Dame Dash. You know what I'm talking about the big wig 50. I'm talking about the big wigs out there in New York. Why ain't nobody speaking against this? Why is this not like a pressing issue? This nigga has been inducted in the Hip Hop Hall of Fame. They made a damn museum surrounding the nigga and all kind of shit with these things pending. I don't care how many little agents that niggas throw in there to throw off the case. It's too many people saying that this went on. It's too much evidence, bro. That's crazy to me. Meanwhile, niggas telling niggas to come from the East Coast to the West Coast where niggas don't got no business trying to do nothing out here, respectfully. You have no business trying to fly from the East Coast or anywhere for that matter to LA trying to do anything. Straight up. You know what I'm saying? But you telling people they should be doing that, you know what I'm saying, for Pop Smoke. Meanwhile, it's living victims. It's living victims, and the perpetrator is living as well amongst y'all. And nobody feels a way about that. Golly, that's crazy. I'm going to be on this for a minute. I'm just tell y'all. I'm about to be honest. I'm going to be finding the things, and this is what I'm going to do because I don't like it. I don't like it not one bit. You know what I'm saying? Afrika Bambaataa is a creep. Nobody want to say it. That's cool. Nigga, I ain't part of the Zulu Nation, gang. Straight up. Creep. That's how I feel. I'm saying, ain't no telling what's going on, how long it's been going on, or none of that shit. And don't nobody care to really find out because whatever reason, I don't like it. Straight up, I don't like it. Now, if this is your first time to the channel, please like, subscribe, comment, and share, please, and thank you. We need that for the algorithm. If you could go to the top of the page, smash that Instagram link. Follow me on Instagram. Shoot me any content y'all want me to react to there. Also, join up in the Discord. Good people, positive vibes all the time. Smash that TikTok link to follow me for any content that I post over there as well. Y'all comment down below and let me know what y'all think it is. I know what y'all think of Hassan Campbell. This is not so much about Hassan, right? As it's about Afrika Bambaataa. What do y'all think about this? What do y'all think about this man being able to just walk around the streets, everything all good? And this is the shit he was doing to young men back in the day. Ain't no telling what he's doing now or how long he's been doing that shit. But they know out there, just like niggas knew all that stuff with Diddy and all that. Niggas knew this and nobody spoke on it. And nobody's trying to bring none of this to justice. Why? Try to comment and let me know what y'all think about that for real. Now, for anybody looking for any help growing their social media, whether that's Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, contact @DreaTheVirgo on Instagram. Again, that's @DreaTheVirgo on Instagram. She gonna comb through your analytics, see what you need to do. You let her know what you want. You know what I'm saying? Let her know what your goal is, where you trying to get. She'll comb through your shit, help you further yourself and all this. You gotta be a willing participant. That's what I would tell y'all. You feel me? If you want the help, trying to get where you going, or where you want to be, contact @DreaTheVirgo on Instagram. She got tangible proof to back up everything she's saying too. You know what I'm saying? She works with a bunch of different content creators. I don't be wanting to put everybody's name out there, but she's got results. She got people monetized. She got people bigger bags. She's got people more views. You know what I'm saying? So contact @DreaTheVirgo on Instagram. Y'all comment down below and let me know what y'all think of this. I think it's disgusting on the gang. It's your boy Gangland Neem. Peace.